What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy HMK once again, and it looks like we're not free from the Nintendo Switch Pro rumors. We'll never be free. Over the weekend, there was a cyber attack that happened over at Nvidia in which their source code got leaked and revealed something very interesting when it comes to the possibility of the next Nintendo Switch. Now, Nvidia has already confirmed that the cyber attack was indeed real and that they lost something and whatnot, and we got a list of what is supposedly the source code that relates to DLSS, which for Nvidia is deep learning super sampling. It's an upscaling algorithm in order to give your games an extra pop for resolution and make it look better, and sometimes it can upscale games from 1080p all the way to 4K. But the long story short about this leak is that a lot of the content there is listed under a coding that is saying NVN2. Now, the reason why this is such a big deal for the Nintendo Switch is because Nintendo Switch uses a very specific coding when it comes to their graphics API, when it comes to the custom Tegra chip that the Nintendo Switch runs on, which is named NVN. So if we have these files listed under NVN2, that means that Nvidia must have been working on at one point a new graphical API in the same strain as the coding used for the original Nintendo Switch that may incorporate DLSS. So does that mean the Switch 2 can get that super sampling in order? I mean, a lot of people have actually been talking about the possibility of the Switch Pro or the next Switch using that type of algorithm in the custom-made Tegra chip that they were talking about last year. But a lot of people are getting twisted. A couple of things I want to set the record straight. One, this does not mean the Switch Pro or the Switch 2 or the next Switch is coming out or that it's coming out anytime soon. All this means is that they were working on something that either a future Switch, a new Switch model, the next Nintendo console was going to use, and that Nintendo was going to keep going on with their partnership between themselves and Nvidia for the foreseeable future when it comes to console making, alright? And a lot of people were getting mad. It's like, oh, I just bought an OLED and now they revealed this. This doesn't, like, if this actually turns out to be part of the next console, that doesn't mean the console itself is coming out anytime soon. And we don't even know if this API is even finished yet. But, like I said before, it does tell us the possibility that Nvidia was indeed working on something. And more than likely, like 95% sure, it was for Nintendo because of the NVN original API. And then why would you name it NVN2? In either case, I find this to be very exciting to see what avenues Nintendo would want to go to when it comes to bigger graphical capabilities. And a lot of people are saying that, you know, Nintendo's not really known for pushing graphics to the absolute maximum. They want to focus on gameplay first, and that is true. But at the same time, we're under new aggressive management when it comes to Nintendo over the last couple of recent years. So to wrap this up all in a bow, once again, does this mean that the next Nintendo Switch or the next Switch is being worked on? Maybe. What are the confirmations from this leak that NVN2 was being worked on at some point? Does this mean that the next Switch is probably coming out anytime soon? More than likely not, because this is just a confirmation of an API that was being worked on. So, yeah. So when it comes to certain thoughts like Breath of the Wild 2 being delayed for this next console, scary, yes. It may happen, probably not if they're shooting for 2022. I don't see this the next Switch coming out anytime soon, especially with the president of Nintendo saying that, hey, we're only halfway through the lifespan of this thing. So, I mean, if this was truly meant for the next console, then, you know, it's 5 years away and they probably started working on it like either a year or two ago, or that it's for an upgrade and that's probably going to be 3 years down the line from now. But in any point, all the games that are running on Switch right now, if they were to be compatible with this next Switch, then I'm pretty sure DLSS will come into focus and help upscale or, you know, better performance for those past games. But I feel that's something we don't have to worry about anytime soon. But I want to know what you guys think when it comes to this possibility of the next Nintendo Switch using this type of technology and when it could come out, if it's coming out. But this is the facts and those are the speculations. So until the next video, be sure to like, share, and most importantly subscribe to HMK to keep on top of the possibilities at hand when it comes to the next Nintendo console or the next Switch. Until then, this has been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.